Alright, well you guys might be wondering why it's up on jack stands without wheels. There's a reason for that.
We make the strings louder.
I wasn't a big fan of them. So I also haven't been able to decide what color I want to paint this thing. More so specifically, I don't really know kind of how I want the finished look to be. And one of the things I always think that really creates the look of a car is how you set up your wheel and your stance and your suspension setup. And I don't know if I want to keep these wheels permanently. Might be a chance I might end up changing them again, but for the moment this is kind of amazing. I was fortunate enough to score these beautiful these are Rhoda FTS 301 15 by 6.5, which is basically Rhoda's version of the famously known Enki RPF ones. And these were not as what do I call it? These wheels weren't as, fortunate enough to become as popular, as well known as the RPF ones, but they basically had the same look, same design, same concept. The only difference I can really spot is that the outer lip, the barrel, is a little bit wider from the center face of the wheel, which I actually really enjoy. It's a beautiful wheel. I might end up going through and taking some sandpaper and wet sanding it and repolishing it, or I might just end up painting them silver again. Might clean up pretty nice, but there's a couple nicks and scratches, nothing too deep. There's a little gouge right there if you can kind of see that. Camera picks it up. I mean, like, they're not perfect, they're old wheels, but the guys, these are old school wheels. For the homies who really know, you guys are gonna be in awe. So that's what we're gonna do today, and then we got a couple of more things to tackle, and then I got to bounce here in a little bit, and so we'll wrap all this up too, and we're gonna go along. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. I kind of already test mocked this up, and it actually worked really well. Holy crap, it just randomly decided to just start pouring out of nowhere. Like, this is just perfectly fine. I was just out here and it's just pouring piss and rain.
Welcome to Reno.
Welcome to Reno, or welcome to Sierra Nevada, where our weather is more bipolar than we are.
More bipolar than
And you? Yeah, so we're gonna get these wheels slapped on, and we'll see what they look like, and we'll catch you guys soon. Let's get this thing rolled out and see it in the light, huh? so we got it back in the garage. Wheels are on, so I'm on all fours. And now I'm gonna go through the quick process of adding a coolant temp sensor. Here's how easy this is, okay? So come over here. These 3 little parts. You get this off a single cam. This is a engine temp sensor. The wire that goes with it, the single pin, and a 3/8 to 1/8 inch NPT. You can get this at your local hardware store. You can make it at Home Depot or Lowe's. I found this at my local hardware store called Shelly's Hardware. Thank you, Jake, for helping me out. And this is gonna be pretty much it. It's pretty basic, and we're just gonna go ahead and slap all these together. Obviously, wire that in, Teflon everything, bung it in, and we should have our coolant gauge working. And so when you're threading this in, you want to see. There we go. So we'll just wrap it up a couple times until it's all pretty covered. Okay. Add that bung. Just like so. You kind of see what I'm doing here. You get the idea. So there we go. We got it all Tefloned up in there, a sensor in there. So now we're gonna come back over and tape up the bung. Turn the light on the. I think that thing is dying. I let it charge all night, but it's still dying. Hold it. Alright guys, so we're just gonna get this wire strip back. One of the easiest ways to do it, if you got a lighter, you can just simply heat up the edge of the wire for a quick hot second, okay? Boom, done. Same thing with this guy over here. I'll show you up close. Okay, just heat it up for a hot second. Boom, you got a stripped wire. Alright, so now got a little handy dandy connector, and I'm just gonna get this all pinned in here. Alright, I'm just gonna give her a little crimp, maybe one for an extra measure. Alright, so she's all on there. Don't worry, we're gonna have to go over this and wrap it all up. So the best way is just get it all ready, get it put in there, boom. And it's done, okay? All right, so last but not least, we're gonna take this guy and we'll wire this up and loom it and everything when we're done, but just for testing purposes, we're just gonna, just like that. All right, so now to test. So I have this little new fancy I got this new fancy breaker wired up in here so I can actually just kill power right here. So to test this, we're going to do as simple as this. I'm going to turn the key on, okay? I have an OBD2 Bluetooth adapter for my OBD2 port. And then we're just gonna come into here. So I got the torque app going, okay? So just gonna open this guy up, connecting. So now what I can do is rest this guy here, right? Flip this guy on. Give this a second, and this will start talking to the computer. Hopefully, we're looking to see the value from this. This means it'll be talking to the computer. Alright guys, what's going on? It's the next day. I was trying to figure out how I was going to finish up this video. I ran into a couple of hiccups. I am still, in fact, battling this coolant temp sensor. A lot of people have issues with this. Unfortunately, I'm one of those few that am struggling trying to get this thing to work. It is pretty simplistic and straightforward, but unfortunately, no dice. So, from last night or yesterday when we were working on this thing, you guys remember that I got. Hang on, let me get my light. Okay, so if you guys remember last night or yesterday when, if you guys remember yesterday when I was working on this, that I got the D-series single pin sensor wired in. Everything is all working. I did a continuity test on it. It checks out all the way to the ECU. So not really quite sure what the problem is. I'm gonna be fighting this for a minute, I feel like. So if you look under here, you got the coolant temp and it's all wired. It goes straight to that blue wire, runs underneath the engine bay. So I don't know, guys. If anybody has any ideas or any tips, suggestions, put them in the comment below. On top of that, I'm having some clearance issues with the front wheels. So gonna have to either run some spacers, or honestly I'm probably just about to change out these damn brakes. I've been having a lot of issues. If anybody knows about the struggle on EG chassis trying to do GSR brakes, it's a nightmare. It's almost unforgiving. Well, it is unforgiving. It's almost impossible. I've been trying to make it work. It's not. So yep, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to smash the like button, stay tuned, hit the subscribe, and hit the little bell for notifications on my upcoming videos. And we'll get back when we have a solution.